Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Visiting Professionals. I'm your host, Austin Slaybaugh, and today we're visiting with professional video producer, Amr Sayour.
Austin, thank you so much for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me. Stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of great stuff coming up, and even a Porsche.
Hi, my name is Austin Slaybaugh. I'm a student at Oakland University. Most of my time is spent on campus in class, but when I'm not hitting the books, I'm visiting professionals.
On today's episode of Visiting Professionals, I made my way to Birmingham, Michigan. I'm headed to Autoblog, an internet-based automotive news and car shopping website. I'm meeting with video producer Amr Sayour. Amr, who is an Oakland University graduate, produces a variety of amazing video content for the company that reaches a large audience worldwide. Amr kindly invited me and my team to tour Autoblog to show us what he does day in and day out at the company. Hey, Amr, nice to meet you.
Austin, it's great meeting you, man. Thank you so much for coming to the Autoblog headquarters.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Oh, did you check our cow?
Holy cow. Or I should say hockey cow.
Hockey cow is more like it. All right, man. Let's go in and show you around.
Yeah, show me the way.
So, welcome to the Autoblog headquarters, located on the second floor of the Wells Fargo building in Birmingham, Michigan. And we actually share our facility with the Yahoo Sports podcast.
Really?
Yeah, and we also have the sales team all the way in the back. And of course, we have Autoblog area.
Wow. This area is huge.
Definitely. It's made out of 16 people. We have video team and editorial team, and we work together every day. It's pretty great. This is where my station is at, and you actually got me in a good time because I was actually finishing up the Bollinger motor reveal.
Yeah, sweet. You care if I see some of it?
Absolutely. Let me just hit play.
Bollinger Motors recently revealed its B1 Sport Utility and B2 pickup. These all-electric off-roaders are prototypes, a preview of what's going to go into production. Bollinger has moved away from a two-door format with the B1 into a four-door. This is what they're actually going to produce. We have a lot to learn about pricing and production, so we're going to be talking to Bollinger more in the weeks and months to come. But so far, we like what we see, and we can't wait to see what the future holds.
And yeah, that's basically what we do here.
That's awesome. So how do you capture all this cool stuff?
I'll show you. Come with me. All right, Austin, here is just some of the equipment that we use on a daily basis to create the features that go online.
Wow, you guys got a lot of toys here. How many shooters do you have on your team?
On the Autoblog video team, we have 6 people that record video. However, we also have the editorial staff that does video work as well when they're out in the shoot.
Awesome. Do you care to show me some of the equipment you guys have here?
Sure, we have our mobile video recorders, which the DJI Osmo, GoPro Karmas, and also DJI Mobiles. And we also have the audio systems here from Tascams, and also Zooms. Zooms are great. They're actually really work great. And we also use our GH4 cameras with the multiple lenses that record great 4K footage.
Awesome. Now, do you guys do anything else here aside from shooting and editing?
Yeah, absolutely. Come with me. And Austin, here's our live broadcasting station.
What? You guys got video games?
Yeah, man, you want to play?
Duh.
Let's go.
So what do you have this whole entire setup here for anyways?
Well, we test out a lot of games that come in the market. So anything that comes on Xbox or Switch, we just kind of, play around with and see if it's actually an enjoyable game. And of course, the viewers, when they come and actually watch us, they check out how the game looks, and that's really important. And actually, if you look around the studio, we do use green screen, black screen, and white screen, just in case if we do like a video shoot for a stand-up or anything like that. And we also have the whisper room to do voiceovers. And of course, we have professional audio equipment to make sure you have that crisp sound. And of course, the lighting. You can see around me, there's more lights around us. Yeah. And of course, we use a GH4 to broadcast too as well. And this room can transform into anything that we kind of wish to produce and distribute out. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to share with you is that I'm happy to announce that Autoblog reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and YouTube sent us this plaque to commemorate the occasion.
What? That's awesome. That's such a huge accomplishment.
Oh yeah.
I know we've been kind of playing around with this video game.
Right.
When are we going to get to the real life stuff?
Well, I got a surprise for you. Let's go.
All right. Coming up after the break, our tour continues with Amr Sayour as he reveals a special surprise and takes me for a ride of a lifetime. And later, I sit down with Amr and ask him some questions about Autoblog and his career when Visiting Professionals continues.
In the 2018 midterm election, only 31% of voters ages 18 to 29 in the United States cast ballots. Over half of young, eligible American citizens chose not to elect their leaders and representatives. Don't let that happen again. Make the choice. Make the change.
Vote.
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 Vote at the next election. For more information on how to register and where to vote, visit mi.gov/vote.
Welcome back to Visiting Professionals. Today, I'm at Autoblog, visiting with video producer Amr Sayour. Before Amr and I sat down for our interview, he had quite an amazing surprise for me, and I was super geeked to check it out.
It's great, right?
Yeah, this is awesome.
All right, so let's go for a ride?
Yeah, I'm down to go for a ride.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's see the speed test. And it picks up an, oh, boy. All right, yeah, she does have some get up. So can you tell me a little bit about this car?
Sure. It's a 2019 Porsche Panamera GTS Turismo, Sport Turismo. It's basically a hatchback for Porsche.
About how often do you get to drive around a car like this?
Well, for the video team, it doesn't happen every day.
Yeah.
For the editorial team, it's a daily thing.
Right.
Because they have to cover it. They have to review it, review how it handles on the road, because that's their whole focus, to make sure that our viewers and the people who visit our site get the full detail of every car that we test out here and review as well. With the video team, if we get a car, and when we get a car, we cover it with video from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Some of our video team do write a little bit, snippets on some of the riding conditions, and if it's a daily driver or whatnot. It's always a split job, because sometimes the editorial needs video, so we do it. Some of us on the video team do need some write-up on some cars, and we ask for it as well.
So, Amr, can you tell me a little bit about why this position is so unique?
This position is really unique because I didn't know it exists. If somebody told me 5 years ago, hey, you're going to be working for an automotive journalist site that lets you drive nice cars, edit videos, enjoy what you're doing, sends you on trips all around the world, and you get paid for it,
Right.
I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe you at all. It's like, what? You want me to drive? Like, we're driving an $134,000 car.
Right, yeah. And that's I did not wake up expecting this today.
No, yeah, right? That's kind of like the blessing of being in a position like mine, or a position like the editorial staff, or anybody in the automotive sector who's working as a journalist. And it's such a pleasure.
Amr, thanks for sitting down with us. How you doing today?
Austin, I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much for inviting me. This is amazing.
Before we get into things, I just kind of want to get to know a little bit about yourself.
Sure.
Are you originally from Michigan?
Originally came to Michigan, yeah. I actually came from Egypt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when I was 10 years old, I arrived here, and
That's quite the lifestyle change.
It was actually a culture shock when I first came in the country. Like, everybody was speaking English, and it was just such a kind of like a culture shock. We're like, okay, I need to learn this language ASAP.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
need to know it. But yeah, like slowly after many years, and now after 22 years, I speak perfect English, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you came here at 10 years old. You're already your maiden language is Arabic, and then you get over here and you're trying to speak English. How hard was that for you to kind of make that change in your life?
Well, when I came here when I was in 5th grade, so it was a little bit hard.
Yeah.
But what really helped me out, and this is really funny, what really helped me out was actually rap music.
Really?
Because the speed of the talking, of course, like you have to at a young age, you have to kind of grasp it immediately.
It's a good thing mumble rap wasn't around.
Oh, thank
at that
God,
time.
mumble rap wasn't around.
So now that you're here in Michigan, you said that you grew up here. Did you go to school here as well?
I did. I went to Heller Elementary, Page Middle School, Lamphur High School, and of course Oakland University.
Yeah.
So yeah, go Grizzlies. Yeah.
And now I understand that when you went to Oakland University, you also worked in OUTV.
Yeah.
How did that set you up for your career path?
It was definitely kind of like a culture shock a bit, because you can study all you want from reading books and whatnot, but once you get in the in the field, and OUTV did really help out a lot to making me understand how everything worked, from editing to camera operating to script writing and so on. Yeah, it was such a great experience to have, because you're literally doing everything. You were scripting, cinematography, editing, graphics, everything.
Yeah.
And that was my position. And, a full-bodied producer.
Yeah.
And it kind of led the way to what I'm doing right now, because that's what I took from Oakland University and the OUTV program to where I take it right now.
Yeah, yeah.
In the industry and in the field. Yeah.
Yeah, and this field kind of requires you to be skilled in all aspects.
Absolutely. You have to know everything. If you're going to be a producer, especially in the field producer, you have to know everyone's position, including lighting, what's the proper ISO, what's the proper f-stop, what camera you need to use, what lens you need to use. Audio, you have to know everything.
Yeah, and now you're back with OUTV in front of the camera.
I know, it's great. I'm loving it. I'm still like
feels good
surreal
on
with
this side, right?
Absolutely. No, I don't know. I'm still shy.
So how did your college experience really set you up for where you're at now?
What college taught me is expectations. What's going to happen, what might not happen, how to correctly do this the right way. But when you're finished with college and you're out in the world, you kind of have to teach yourself what to do. When I graduated in 2010, I applied almost 600 times around the whole country, literally even in like Iowa, Idaho, everywhere.
Yeah.
And I got nothing back for 6 months. And it was kind of like, it hit hard. I'm like, okay, I have a comm degree and I saw this was going to work. And, my expectations was as soon as I get out, I'm going to get a job and start making the big bucks.
I think that's what every college student is kind of hoping for.
Right, right. But that's not reality. Reality is when you graduate, you are going to hit a whole bunch of bumps. And it's not just one.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably like maybe 2,000 bumps along the way. So what I did was basically I started my own company, Flashing Lights Media Incorporated, and that name actually came from a Kanye West song, Flashing Lights.
more back to the rap music.
It's rap, man. It's all in my heart. And I promoted myself. And the one thing that I realized is, no matter how much money you make, you have to focus on your brand, which is your identity, right? And that's what I focused on the most. Hey, I do photography, I do cinematography, and like some people would say, do you also do this? And I'm like, yep, now I do.
Right.
So I never said no to anything. That actually like built the internal strengths that I need and the experience that I wanted to get where I am today.
What was the biggest surprise for you once you got here and once you got your feet wet?
I think once I got hired in, I kind of blacked out. It's kind of weird to say that, but it was kind of like this is not real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's such a weird experience to describe it. But like once you got in the field and what you've been working on past years and all this, bumps in the road of not allowing you to reach what you need to be reaching, right? And then you finally got in, and you're like, no, this is not real. No, it's like,
right, you're still pitching yourself.
It's like, no, this is not real yet. And then like, I think after a month into working here, our video manager at the time was Adam Morath, and he said, hey, we're sending you out to Monterey, California to film classic cars,
Yeah.
Ford Mustangs,
Wow.
and all these other cars. And I'm like, Okay.
And they call this a job.
Like my brain wasn't like realizing what position I was in.
Right.
Because this is like a very weird position, but it's such an amazing position to be in.
Yeah.
And got into the plane, went to California, rode into a private jet, went to Monterey, and then we drove like 45 minutes. I'm still like in my head. I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah, you're starting to feel like a rock star now. Yeah.
Not even. It wasn't kicking in.
Yeah.
Like the idea of like this position and where I'm at and what's going on wasn't kicking in. Until I got to my hotel room, opened up the shades, and then there in front of me is the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, what is going on right now?
Right,
This
right.
job, is this a real job? Am I getting paid for this? I even had to contact our senior producer, Christopher McGraw.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I got this thing for you. Let me come over to your hotel room and give it to you, but I need to ask you a quick question. And I went down, I gave him an SD card, right?
Yeah.
And after that, I told him, we get paid for this, right? And he goes, he laughs and he goes like, welcome to Autoblog.
So what are some of your job duties that you have here?
So the job duties that I usually do here at Autoblog is to focus on creating viral segments. That's my main focus, but I also work on creating large features. And these features comprise from car reviews or multi-car features that we actually have to focus on. So my job duty is always different because sometimes I will be creating viral segments for Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And then it will do a 180 to me working on actually car reviews for automakers or for our editorial staff to expand their awareness, to actually where we go live and go on Twitch to review car games.
That's
and
awesome.
like see how it actually works.
Wow,
Or
even video
just
games.
play it and just show to the people what's good in the game or what's bad in the game. Like the main focus is provide content, but make sure it looks professional and entertaining.
So now that you've been here for a while and you've done a whole bunch of different things, what would you say has been your most favorite part of this job? Is it getting to see all the new cars, riding them, test them out, or is it still being on camera, filming and editing and being a creative?
Honestly, Austin, all of it. I do enjoy the ability to drive these brand new cars that a lot of people don't get to drive. It makes me feel very fortunate about it. But I also love creating the video. I mean, my main focus is video, of course.
Yeah.
So I love creating content because it's kind of weird to say, but it's like a kind of like a God complex kind of thing because I'm creating something out of nothing.
Yeah.
It's just I have all these elements that I got to put together and show it to the people, and people get entertained and be happy about it. So it's not just like one element of my position that I absolutely love. It's all of them.
Stick around. Our tour continues with Autoblog's Amr Sayour as he answers some more important questions regarding his career as a video producer. When Visiting Professionals continues.
In the 21st century, we're more connected than ever through technology. But at the same time, we're zombifying ourselves to others and the environment around us. Not only is this addiction taking us away from moments of everyday life, it's also destroying our bodies and minds. Don't be a zombie. Join the living.
Welcome back to Visiting Professionals. Today, I'm visiting with video producer Amr Sayour. Before our interview concludes, I was able to speak to Autoblog production manager Eddie Sabatini about what Amr brings to the team. Let's check it out. Eddie, can you tell me a little bit about what Amr brings to the table here at Autoblog?
A lot. Amr brings a lot to the team. He's an invaluable member. I think the first thing that you'd notice, that anyone would notice, is his attitudes. It's overwhelmingly positive and it's infectious. I mean, from the way he greets everyone in the morning, good morning, to the way he just carries it throughout the day, brings it to production, and it's an invaluable asset. And then his work ethic. He's certainly one of our hardest workers. it really wouldn't be a complete production team without Amr.
That's awesome. Thanks, Eddie. So once you get here in the morning and you grab your cup of coffee, what's the first thing that you do?
Check all my emails. There should be like 50 or 70 emails that I get almost every day. But after that, after this is all over, I do focus on searching for content. A lot of companies that post these viral videos out there make it look easy, but it's never is. You do have to spend like an hour or two to really go deep into YouTube or Facebook and like really look at these weird videos of just like these vehicles that can transform, or a autonomous herding robot that herds sheep or cows, or a collapsible ball that you can stand on and it can roll you anywhere you want. So you kind of have to go into like this weird thing to where you'll be able to find all these content. And then after that, the creation of the content. Once you find that segment, you're like, okay, I'm going to be working on this segment. Then you start going into the strengths of like building the script, send the script out for review. Once it's reviewed, start putting in After Effects, export After Effects into Adobe Premiere Pro, build the content, put the music bed, export, upload, publish, done. And that happens 4 times a day.
Wow, 4 times a day you do that?
4 or 5 times a day.
So what advice would you give to somebody who is maybe in my position and is looking into getting into a job possibly like this?
Fail. Fail, but in a positive way. So if you are going into a position believing that everything is going to be perfect, I'm going to graduate and get the position that I want and get what I want, that's unrealistic. Because the thing is, you will face those bumps I was mentioning before. And you will fail. But it's good to fail, because if you fail, you learn from your mistakes. And then you improve on those issues. Don't let failing overcome you and just like take control of you, because it won't lead to the right path that you actually want in your life. So if you fail for a positive way, that's fine. You make mistakes, that's all right. Just get back on your feet again and correct what you did before, and then keep moving forward.
So I know that you said you look online for videos that you can find to use in some of your own work. How much of your work do you take home with you? Are you ever like just sitting on the internet at home and you see something, you're like, oh, you know what, that would be great, and then like it starts going down a rabbit hole from there?
Okay, so I try not to take work home with me.
Yeah.
Because but like if you love your job, you kind of have to just a little bit.
Is it really work if you really love doing it?
Yeah, right? It's such a weird thing, getting paid for it. What?
Right.
But I try to turn off my brain as soon as I go home. But when you're on kind of like, I'm like, I want to work on a new segment tomorrow. Let me just go on Facebook and scroll. Or like Instagram or Reddit and so on. And then you kind of find these segments, and then you kind of, next 4 hours, you're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Like you have all these stories,
like,
which is
there's
great.
all my time.
Yeah, exactly. But I try not to do it, but you can't help it. You have to do it.
So was there ever a moment in this job where you had a breakthrough, whether it be with a video or working on something else, that you just kind of went, whoa, this is bigger than anything I've ever done before?
Multiple times. I think the first one was making a Ford Mustang video.
Yeah.
Also Ford Mustangs is my favorite car. Once I finished it, it was like one of my biggest projects working here. My first biggest project working here. And it was a 5-minute video. And then the moment I posted on our internal video platform, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere else. And it just exploded.
Yeah.
Like after a week, it was like 100,000 views.
Wow.
And I'm like, this.
And you're like, whoa.
Like you telling me 100,000 people just watched this video, and it's surreal because you're like, I just made this.
Yeah.
And 100,000 people are watching it right now.
Yeah, people are watching your content. It feels good.
It feels really good. And that was my first time. And then after that, I made a couple more videos. But I did introduce an idea here at Autoblog, and it was called Car Hacks.
Yeah.
And it was basically kind of life hacks for your car.
Makes sense.
Makes perfect sense, right? A lot of people thought it was like, wait, you're gonna hack my car? It was computer. Like, no. It's just like using a crayon to remove this or something simple. I think I made the first few videos, and I start seeing 50K, 70, all the way up to 125K views, and I'm like, this is really fun because I'm being myself. I'm being jokey and funny. It's always a breakthrough moment when you actually get to so many views, because there are some videos that you make that get 1 million views, and you're like, where are these people from? Like, where are they? Who's watching my stuff? Like, I want to know them. It's kind of a weird idea in your head where you're like, okay, I want to sit next to this person. I want to see what they saw and like, how did they like my video? That's what I want to know.
Right.
But yeah, it's always a breakthrough moment when you get these thousands of views, and it's just shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking once you get it.
Well, it's a great thing. You know, everybody likes cars. And when things are costing an arm and a leg now to get something fixed, be able to reach out to the common person and be like, hey, this is a hack that you can do to get this dent out of your car for, you know, next to nothing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Amr, what would you say is the most difficult part about being a video producer?
I'd say probably loving the job too much. So here's the thing. Like, let's say you're filming outside and filming a vehicle, right? Your knees is scraped. You fell, you have cuts, you're sweating, your back hurts, your leg hurts, your shoulder hurts. You're carrying all this camera equipment. And by the end of the day, if you're not smiling, then there's something wrong. Yeah. So every time when I got cuts and I bled from my hand or my back hurts or anything like that, I'm like, the job is so much fun. It's such an enjoyable thing. And I think the most difficult part is like loving the job too much and kind of dedicating yourself to whatever projects that comes up. And I try to do my best to be, you know, the gun-ho, like, hey, I totally want to do this or do that, or anything like that. But I'm like trying to keep it cool.
Right.
Like, oh, no, yeah, I totally can do it. Yeah, I
Stay calm and collective.
Stay calm and collective. Like, oh my God, where are we going? Like, wait, we're going to Florida? Wait. Like, try to calm down.
Oh, sounds fun. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, exactly. And it's such a fun job to do. And I think that's the most difficult part about this position is enjoying what you do. And you kind of don't want to stop it. It's very addicting.
So that's going to lead us into our last question here.
Sure.
Is this the best job in the world?
For me, yes, it is.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, good to hear. Amr,
Absolutely.
thanks for sitting down with me.
Austin,
Thanks for letting me ride around in your Porsche.
Absolutely, man.
And I look forward to seeing what you got coming up here in the future.
Hey, we got more projects coming lined up.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of Visiting Professionals. I'd like to give a special thanks to Autoblog and Amr Sayour. Until next time, guys, I'm your host, Austin Slabaugh, signing off.